Hello guys, Era here, and today we're going to be doing something a bit different. So 2018 was definitely not a good year for me, because it, it was just not a very good year overall for really anyone. It was definitely not a good year for me, because it really felt like the year just did not happen. I mean, some good things happened in the year, mainly that I got a job. But it was not a very good year for me. But but some good things happened from it. As I said, I got a job, and because I got a job, that meant that I was able to play some more video games than I normally would have been able to play throughout the rest of the year. And because of that, I'm gonna go over what I feel my top 5 games of the year are. I'm gonna do top 5 because honestly I just want to make this, I just want to focus on the 5 that I like the most. I could do a top 10, but I just want to do my 5 favorite games of the year. Also, this is unscripted if you couldn't tell, because I was having trouble scripting. I'm even having trouble doing the unscripted, as you can see from me stuttering, and I was gonna record this an hour ago, but I just wasn't feeling it, and I felt like I was gonna be sick. Yeah, so this is my top 5 games of 2018. Also, 2 things to note. One, I'm only gonna be doing 1 game per franchise, which that's mainly a rule I carried over from the top 10, because if I did, there would have been 3 games of a specific series on the list, all taking spots, and I didn't want to do that. And number 2, I'm not gonna be doing only games that came out in 2018, because I haven't played every game that came out in 2018, and also yeah, I also want to judge games that came out other years that I didn't get the chance to play till now. But yeah, that's how it's gonna be. So let's actually get started now. So the first game I want to talk about is Splatoon 2, and this is kind of the hardest one. I had trouble thinking of reasons why I liked it, because really the reasons I like it just boil down to it's fun, and I really like it. It's an improved version of Splatoon 1, which is good for me, because I didn't really get a chance to play Splatoon 1. I did have Splatoon 1, and I did play it a decent amount, but the problem for Splatoon 1 for me was it's more of a problem at how I play on the Wii U gamepad, because I don't like playing the Wii U hooked up to a TV. I like playing stuff on the gamepad. And that's a problem, because you can't play the first Splatoon only on the gamepad. You have to have it hooked up to a TV. And that was also, I think, 2014? Was it 2014 or 2015? But it was while I was at high school and a kid. So I was constantly going back and forth between my mom and dad's. And I didn't have a TV at my mom's, and the TV I have at my dad's, which I still have, is just this, like, giant block TV, so I had to... It's a giant block TV, and it's far away from where my bed is, so I wouldn't have been able to really see anything on it. So that wasn't ideal for playing, so I was able to... I believe I was able to play the single player, because I think the single player lets you play only on the gamepad. I could be wrong, but I did beat the single player. I enjoyed it, but I didn't really play the multiplayer, unfortunately. But since Splatoon 2 can be played only on the gamepad, which is how I play, I'm able to play in one. And I really enjoy the game. It's really fun. Yeah, it's really fun. It's Splatoon. Splatoon is a fun game. It's fresh. It's a fresh take on multiplayer games. I really enjoy how it plays. The single player is fun. The normal single player is actually alright. It's not the best, but it's fun. But I have to definitely give credit to the Octopath expansion, which is just... It's very difficult and very challenging, but I like that. I like how challenging it is. It's fun, it's different, it's very challenging. I like how challenging it was, even if at times it was frustrating. Yeah, playing Splatoon. Splatoon is fun. It's a fun game. Only real complaint I have is it's a multiplayer game, so you need a constant online connection, which can be a bit annoying. But and you can also have online teammates mess that up for you, but that's whatever. Whatever. It's fun. I like using the Splat Roller and the Splat-Umbrella. I think that's what it's called, the Umbrella weapon. I really like those two. Splat Roller is just really fun. It kills fast, it gets a lot of ink, controls a lot of terrain, it's just really fun. And the Umbrella, it's very fun. It can kill fairly easily, it's got a good amount of utility. It's just a fun game, that's why I like it. Anyway, for the next game I want to talk about, that would be specifically Spyro Reignited, but more specifically from that, I'm going to talk about Spyro 1, because I haven't played 3, and I played like half an hour of the second game. So really, I only want to talk about Spyro 1. Bleh. And yeah, this is a really fun collectathon. And this was a game I never played before. I never played Spyro before. Well, I played Spyro Into the Dragonfly, I think it was, on the GameCube. I played Skylanders, and I played, I think last year, I played it was the second one of the Legends trilogy. Yeah, that one wasn't very good. But I've never played the original platformers, and I've got a soft spot for platformers. I'm currently doing a Let's Play of Taiwan. I grew up on Donkey Kong 64, I love that game. Super Mario Sunshine, there's just a lot of good games that I grew up playing. And Spyro, it was one I never played, and I'm kind of sad, because that game is really fun. It's, again, really fun. It's... I can't describe it, but fun. I like how it looks great. And the character designs are really amazing, and the voice acting is also good. It's really good. It's really fun. That's really how I say it. It feels good to play. Like, finding stuff is fun. Getting collectibles is good. Like, it's... I don't know how to describe it. It's just really enjoyable. It just feels good. You definitely feel like a dragon playing it, and that's something I really like, because I like dragons, and I wanted to play a game as a dragon, and that's yeah, that's good. There are some things that I don't like about it, like I don't like the flying stages, honestly. I feel the flying controls don't work properly. Not that they don't work properly, it's that they don't feel good. They don't feel as tight as the ground controls, so it's just harder to control them. But aside from that, the game's amazing. I love it. Oh, and the boss fights are awful. They're just boring and chases. They're just boring chases. They aren't fun. But yeah, Spyro 1, definitely a very good game. I highly recommend getting the trilogy. I might like the other two more, but for now, I'm just gonna say Spyro 1 is good. Spyro 2, from what I played, is alright. I haven't played 3. Alright, and for the... I think I've spent more time on Splatoon 2 than Spyro. I don't really have much to say. It's just a fun game. For the next game on the list, this one I'm probably gonna have more time to talk about. It is Danganronpa 2, and when I said earlier that there was a franchise that would have all 3 games on it, this is the one I was talking about. I probably would have put all 3 Danganronpa games on the list, but I probably only would have put 2 of them at the top 5. I wouldn't have put number 1, and number 1 probably would have been number 10 on the list, because number 1 has a lot of issues that really hold it back for me. It's a good game, but it's definitely the weakest out of the series. Aside from the Ultra Spare Girls, which is just its own thing. So when it came down to which one I was picking, it was really only a choice between 2 and V3. And for a little while, I was gonna give it to V3 because V3 plays better and has better stuff, like the controls for the class trial feels better. The debate scrim, the gameplay overall is just better. Debate scrims are really fun. The Rebuttal Showdown is much better. It doesn't have the awful Hangman's Gambit 2 from the second game. But why I gave it to the second game over V3 is that the characters and story of the second game are honestly much better. Like, the gameplay is fine and it's much better than the first one. But the problem with V3 is I don't really... Like, V3 had a lot of characters I didn't like and a lot of characters I didn't care about. With Danganronpa 2, there was, I think, one character who I didn't really like, and that was Teru Teru. And the only characters who I didn't really care about were Byakuya and Mahiru. Everyone else I liked or enjoyed. Pekka was amazing, she was a great character. Kazuichi is... he's... probably should have shown someone else. Kazuichi's alright, he's a cool dude. Gundam is really, really good. He's one of the... He was someone who, as soon as I saw, I instantly knew I was gonna like him, and he's really, really good. I like Gundam. Shiaki's cool. I'm trying to figure something else. Nagito is really, really cool. I kind of knew he was going to be the rival character going in, but he definitely caught me off guard with just how he was. He's really, really good. Hyoko is enjoyably dickish. Honestly, Hyoko is probably my favorite character out of them all, even though she's probably the worst character, like the most asshole of a character in the game. She probably should be a character I dislike. She's kind of like Byakuya in the first game. But I don't know. I enjoy her more than freaking Byakuya. The characters, yeah, that's kind of the big thing I like about this game, is because the game, like when I went into the series, I thought it was all about, oh, it's all about the trials, it's all about the mystery, but I feel it's all about hanging out with these characters and learning about them. And it's far more enjoyable to me than the whole thing. Like, the story and the characters is more enjoyable than the investigation and the class trials. Which is kind of surprising, honestly. And yeah, that's kind of surprising, because I thought that would be the part I enjoyed and I didn't really care about the other part. But I enjoy hanging out with these characters more. I enjoy interacting with them, hanging out in the free time events. And yeah, it's just fun characters to hang out with. As for the class trials themselves, they're pretty fun. This was the second visual novel series I played, the first one being Ace Attorney. And Ace Attorney's fun. It's great, it's fun, very, very good with its trials, but I feel Danganronpa does it better because it's more interactive, and I feel it does a better way of representing. It does its debates the way it should be. I feel it actually is, thinking about it, it's kind of hard to compare the two because the style of the debates is different. With Ace Attorney, it's a one-on-one interrogation with someone, whereas Danganronpa, it's just a group of students all arguing at once. And I feel it does a very, very good way of showing that off with the non-stop debates. And yeah, it's very, very good. It's not the best. Again, V3 does it better because of improvements that V3 does. But Danganronpa 2, it does it well. It introduces a lot of stuff that made the first game very, very inferior. Like, it introduces the ability to agree with something someone's saying, which is it's something that felt like it should have been in the first game, and is so integral to being into the series that there's a point in the first game, honestly, where I nearly got a game over because I thought this was in the game. Yeah, yeah. Rebuttal showdowns are great. They're amazing. They're one of my favorite parts of the game. The only part of it that I don't like, and I don't think I have footage of it, because I don't want to show off too much of the debates, and that would be the Hangman's Gambit 2, which I mentioned earlier. And it's just, it's so bad. It's not fun. It's not good. It's hard to describe. It's like you have to figure out what the word is, and then you also have to figure out how to micromanage to get the word. It's less about actually figuring out what the word is and more about micromanaging stuff to actually do it. It's just not fun. It's not fun. It's the worst minigame in the series. But yeah, that's all. That's what I have to say about Danganronpa 2, because going any further would get into spoiler territory, and this is a game I think you should play. I think you should start with the first one, even though it's the weakest. But this is definitely one that you should play, and it's definitely a good one. I take a drink now. Let me adjust my microphone. This headset's broken. It's gonna fall apart soon. I need to get a new headset tomorrow. Anyway, for my second favorite game, I have to give it to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And this one shouldn't be much of a surprise, because Smash Ultimate, it's kind of just a game we've been expecting to get, and one that we really, I mean, it's just a game that was so hyped, and there was so much going into it. The whole everyone is here thing is really amazing. That alone makes it the best Smash game, and makes it one of the greatest games I've played. Honestly, even though, it's great to have it, even though I'm not gonna play half the cast. I'm probably gonna play, like, 3 characters. I'm gonna play 3 characters, and that's really it. But having everyone here is great. The music in the game is great. So many good remixes. Sorry. Also, that's something I forgot to talk about Danganronpa. That's something I forgot about talking about Danganronpa 2. Danganronpa 2's music is freaking great. There's so many good music tracks in that game. Anyway, Smash. Smash is great. It plays great. The characters, even though I won't play most of them, are great. Ridley is in the game, and he was my most wanted character. And he feels like a character who was designed specifically for me. I feel like I can't even play anyone other than Ridley. I just love how Ridley plays. He's just such a good character. Ridley's fun. Ganondorf feels good finally. Pichu's back, which is wonderful. We're getting Joker. That's gonna be amazing. Yeah. Online play ain't that great. Somehow, this is weird, because Smash Ultimate is the best Smash game ever, but it takes a lot of steps back compared to the other games. Like, the online play feels worse than it did in Wii U. World of Light ain't excuse me. Excuse me, it's late. Excuse me. World of Light ain't that good. It's not as good as... It was never gonna be as good as Subspace, let's be real. But it's not that great. It's not that fun. There's a lot of unfun challenges. Like there's one where you have to face Charizard, who's powered up by Curry, and yeah, that's not fun. Yeah, it's not that fun. I don't like Spirits in general, honestly. It takes the customization thing, which I didn't care about from Wii U, and then merges it with trophies, which I don't really like. Also, one thing that I see people like about it, and it's something I kind of like about it, is the fact that since it exists, it's easier to put new characters in. Like, since it's just a picture, which makes me happy for when Joker gets put in, because we're gonna get a Futaba freaking spirit, which makes me happy. But it also annoys me because they can just add them randomly, which makes it hard to get all of the spirits. Also, there's some spirits that require you to have certain save datas, like the partner spirits to the Let's Go games. And that really annoys me because I don't want to spend $70 to just 100% the game because I need to get Let's Go Pikachu. So that's annoying. But let's get back to positives. Classic mode is great. I love how you have a specific set of challenges, and some of them are references to the games they're from, and I really find that clever, and I really like that. And some are just references to or based on things about the character, like Richter, you have to face other Echo Fighters, which I really like that. That's clever. Jigglypuff, I believe, has to fight all of the characters from the original 64, which I like that. Pichu has to fight other lightweights. I'm trying to think of one where you face characters from the same series. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but it's really fun. Really fun. Yeah, that's really all I can say. It's Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is fun. It's a very good game. For the problems it has, it fixes a lot of things. It makes, like, the big thing that I can feel to say about Smash Ultimate that I feel is the truest thing is Smash Ultimate is a game where there is no weakest character. And since there's no weakest character, that means everyone can have fun, because you don't have to worry about... I mean, there is a weakest character, but there's no, like, Brawl Ganondorf for 64, that's 64, Smash 4, Jigglypuff, or Melee Kirby. Like, there's no one who is really garbage. Like, everyone feels good. I think the closest to being really that bad is Bowser Jr., honestly, because Bowser Jr. was a bad character in Smash Wii U, and then he got nerfed more, so that's kind of a problem. But even then I enjoy playing Bowser Jr. He's fun, even if he's weak. But yeah, that's the thing. It's fun. It's really good. It's just a good game. It's got good music. It's got Ridley. It's the best Smash Brothers game. I might do more videos on it. I might do more things talking about it. But yeah, definitely the best Smash game that I've played, and definitely the best game I played that came out in 2018. So thank you Sakurai, and thank you for bringing Joker in the game, because that's gonna be fun. So for my final game, my #1 game, and the best game I played this year, and it really is one of the best games I've ever played, it is Persona 5. I kind of feel bad that I didn't play this earlier. Well, actually, I can't feel bad I didn't play this earlier. I didn't have a PS4 or a PS3. But this game is just... This game is so good it makes me sad, because not only is it so long, which I guess is a problem because it takes so long to beat it. I have work and I'm not able to always be around to play it. But also, I'm not always, like... No, that's not what I'm saying. The thing is, it's so good that I only want to play it. And that sucks because there's other things I need to do. But I just only want to play Persona 5 because it's such a good game. So much about it is good. The story is good. The art direction. And the designs are just... Like, the UI is so eye-catching. It pops out so much. And it just makes everything look so good and flashy. It just... Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. Sakurai said he took inspiration from it for Smash Ultimate, which is a very, very good idea. Yeah. The characters are great. I love seeing them. They're very, very good. I love interacting with them. That's another thing that I like about it. It has a similar system to what Danganronpa has, where you can hang out with characters and have free time events with them. And I really like that. That was my favorite part about Danganronpa. And now that it's here, it's super good. The story is good. The gameplay, the actual RPG is really, really good. It's probably one of the best RPGs I've played. It feels so good to play it. It's one of those RPGs where I actually want to get into a fight for a reason more than just not falling behind on levels. It's actually fun to fight enemies, and it's just really, really good. I really enjoy playing this game. The boss fights are surprisingly good. I didn't think they were going to be anything special, but they were really, really good. I had fun playing against them. And yeah, the personas, they're very, very fun. I actually didn't realize that you could have more than one persona on your team. I didn't realize that's how it works. I think I heard that it could be like that, but I didn't actually realize that's how it was. And so that was surprising to me, and that was really, really cool. I love the negotiations. That is really, really fun, and how you can either bring them onto your side, or you could ask them for like money, or take an item from them, or just straight up all out attack them. That is fun. It's fun. Yeah, I like it. As I said, I like hanging out with characters. I like how there's other things you can do throughout the game. Like you can hang out with a character, or you can go study to improve your knowledge. You can like take a challenge at this restaurant to improve your guts and get a bunch of stats. You can work a job in order to get more money. You can hang out with people, obviously. You can craft stuff in order to be better prepared for the palaces. You could go to mementos in order to grind levels and get more stuff. It's just, it's so good. It's such a fun game, and as I said, it's a game I constantly want to play, but the problem is that I just constantly want to play it, so I'm worried I'm going to be stuck playing it too long, and I'm not going to be able to do anything else, and that has been kind of a problem with me not being able to do things that I've been wanting to do, and not been able to make videos because I've just been playing Persona 5. That game's so good, and it's probably getting a Switch port this year. So I guess we're gonna have Persona 5 being my game of the year 2 years in a row. Woohoo! I'm not upset about that. It's such a good game. I love this game so much. Yeah, Persona 5 is a very, very good game. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh, also, Futaba's Best Girl. That's the last thing I have to say about it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So, thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, or whatever YouTube wants you to do at this point. I don't know, just do it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this half an hour rambling about video games that I enjoyed playing. Peace.